Check, check, check. Is this thing on? We are live, YouTube. We are live. We are live. We are live. Um, we're back. We are in zombies. We're in the end game now. We have reached DOOMSTEEL. We have our first DOOMSTEEL CAMO. 1 of 30. It is a beaut. But DOOMSTEEL is not what we're after. Now I'm gonna be honest. This looks way better in game than that little preview they show us. This looks amazing in game. I like this camo. I initially didn't have any strong feelings towards this camo. But now that I'm using it, now that I see it in game, it looks incredibly better in game than this little picture here does it any justice. Like when you go to the loadouts and look at the camos, I feel like this, you see, it has like a goldish bronze color way to it. It doesn't do it justice the way it looks in the game. In the game, it's more vibrant. It looks more detailed. Yeah. So having a weapon done and seeing it in the game, it looks incredibly better. So we are on our way to infestation. We are at 1 of 30, but this is the goal here. But in order to get here, we need to get DOOMSTEEL on every weapon. There is no 4th challenge this year, so once you unlock DOOMSTEEL on all the weapons, you automatically get the final mastery camo. It is the same in multiplayer. It is the same in campaign. So we got the first one done. Let's move on to the second one, right? What we're here for. Here for the show. So let's see. Let's make sure we have our loadout set up. I need this barrel. I don't have this barrel. Interesting. All right. Level 46. So what level is this gun? 39. All right. We might unlock it playing this now. Let's see. Horizontal. We need like aim walking steadiness, aim idle sway, horizontal, aim walking movement speed. Yeah, we want something that we can, I think we want this. Aim idle sway or this? No, we want this. Aim idle sway, aim walking steadiness. Yeah, because the zombies were always like walking and shooting. So we want quick ADS. Hip fire. This is actually better. Hip fire to ADS accuracy. We don't need to do headshots anymore, so it really doesn't matter. And yeah, just recoil control, because you know, guns be kicking. Oh, and we want toxic growth. We want to try something with toxic growth because apparently you can level up your weapons quick. Use toxic growth on the 3 little plants around the map. So we're trying to get 10 elites. Oh, and also we're gonna utilize a strategy of we get the Ursa, which is the bear. Don't finish the round. We save and exit. We load back up. It gives us the same round again. It gives us another Ursa. So basically, we're trying to be efficient and minimize time out here. Because grinding all these camos was already a pain, and now I gotta basically go through every gun again to get the mastery. I get it. It's a grind, right? It wouldn't be a grind if it was easy. But that's the point. That's the point. You still want to be efficient, right? You don't want to just be wasting time because I want my camos. I want to go to multiplayer. I want to go to campaign. I want to be ready in early spring when Blackout 2 comes out. Look, it's already end of November. December, January, February. They're thinking late February, March for Blackout. So, it'll be here before we know it. What up, PG? PG, we're in the end game. PG, we got our first DOOMSTEEL. 29 more, and we got infestation. PG. All right. Work is slow. I said, let me go live. I know it's 2 a.m. where PG's at. Yeah.
Burning in my fire. Your soul thirst here.
I said we gotta finish the grind for PG, you know.
What do we do?
Cause I know PG out here grinding. I seen you live the other day. You got some camos done. I seen you in end game. You got some zombie stuff done. He said I'm nervous because it's really good. Yo, the game, yo, PG, I told you. Zombies is fun at least, and Endgame is fun. I'm not gonna lie, Endgame is fun. I don't care what anybody says. Endgame is fun. So, let's just keep it a buck. Multiplayer is iffy. I heard if you play cross-play off, you might have a better experience. I know you on a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 2 right now. I'm playing on my PC version because I got Xbox Game Pass. But I want to try it on my PS5. I think I'm going to play cross-play off and see if that experience is different. I'm hearing it is. I'm hearing it's better. But still, right now, I'm having fun with zombies. I'm having fun with Endgame. So I'm not in a hurry to get into multiplayer. I want to occasionally go out there, you know, and just play the game organically. I'm not trying to grind multiplayer master. I don't care for it. But you know, I want to get out there sometimes, just run around, play some TDM. You know what I'm saying? Get quick scope and get mad and quit and then come back to zombies. Stuff like that, you know? The usual. You already on the grind. I seen you. You already got some camos out here. You playing? Yo, I think you're further in Endgame than I am. I think if there's one thing I haven't played a lot of is Endgame.
I got business that needs tending to.
I need ammo.
Sure, pets will keep y'all.
I haven't played a lot of Endgame because I'm just like locked into zombies and I'm already like at the end. So I'm just like, yo, I gotta wrap this up. I gotta wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Hallmark, you know, gift giving right here. I just wrap it up. Make that gift and wrap it up. No, you got nothing but time. Ain't no lacking. Yo, the game's been out for a week. What you mean? Ain't no lacking out here. You got nothing to hurry. We ain't getting GTA next year. Let's be honest. They're gonna delay it again. You're not getting GTA till your son graduates college. All right?
Let's see what you can do.
Let's be for real. I don't even think there is a GTA. I don't think they're even making a game. They're just gonna keep milking that delay forever. Where's the thing over here? There was a thing over here for toxic growth. Why isn't it here? I know there's one here. Ooh, don't die in round one. That would be stupid. I'm inspiring you. That's wild. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure, PG. That's a lot of pressure. Me inspiring? I barely like to perspire, let alone inspire. Oh, I haven't turned the power on. That's never gonna work without power. Come on, hurry up. Turn the power. I don't like to perspire. This man got me out here talking about I'm inspiring. That's a lot of pressure. Am I supposed to spray this thing? See, I don't even know. Like, people don't be giving out tutorials properly. This is why I be doing my own tutorials, because people just don't know how to, like, explain things. I'll tell you what, there's one thing I hate the most is the way people try to explain YouTube stuff. They cut all the steps. They literally cut all the steps and expect you to just know, like, you'll go in their comments and ask them something, and I'll be like, oh, hey, this isn't working for me. And they'd be like, oh, you didn't know? And I'm like, you didn't say anything. What do you mean I didn't know? It's your tutorial. You're supposed to tell me. There's my pack-a-punch, Crystal. See? I was supposed to spray it first, and I already pack-a-punch. What am I supposed to do now? Oh no, I pack-a-punch wrong. That was a 2. Yo. when I tell you how to mess this up, you see what I mean? I'm making my own tutorials. This is stupid. I'm making my own tutorials. This is why YouTube is steady going downhill. These people be making tutorials and just be skipping steps. It's like IKEA instructions. It'd be like step 1, find the part located A side. Step 2, complete the cabinet. It's like, wait a minute. What happened in between? What happened in between me identifying, baseboard A1 and completing the cabinet? I need more instructions. That's what YouTube tutorials be feeling like for me. Like, oh, we just gonna skip all the steps? Okay, cool. Hold on, I need to level this thing up. Fire. I need a mod upgrade. I got no plates. I already messed up my pack-a-punch. This guy's taking all my plates. I'm trying not to die. Look, I'm one shot, trying not to die. There's another one. There's 3. There's 3 on the map. Okay, here's the other one. Yo, don't touch my plant. Yo, don't touch my plant. They killed me. They literally killed me. Oh, I didn't have any perks, so there's nothing for me to lose. But now I need a self-revive. Yeah, I didn't have any perks. I guess that's one upside. The downside is now I gotta waste my salvage on the self-revive. These savages. Pistol? No, not really. I don't want to. Doing one weapon at a time. Yeah, do your thing. I'm gonna be here. I just went live, so no worries. I don't have any 11:30 call today. Kind of chilling right now. Just camel grinding. That's it. This is my life now. This is my life now. Let me just camel grind. Yep. Actually, let's go this way. I need to go get that self-revive. And I need to pack a punch this thing. I need plates too. Alright, let's get this pack too. How much is a soap? Can I buy a soap? Okay, 1800. Yeah, let's get a soap. Kind of important. Kind of a big deal. Let's not risk it out here. Let's not risk it out here. Alright, so I know the mistakes I made, so for the next run, for the next weapon, I'll be ready. Because clearly these tutorials are the worst. When you make YouTube tutorials, don't assume people know something. Like, that's the worst kind of YouTube tutorials. You're just gonna assume somebody knows that. Don't assume. there a third one? There were 3. There's supposed to be 3. The third one is supposed to be up here, but I didn't see it. The third one is supposed to be around here. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'll do that one in a second. See what I get. Maybe I'll get another tool or something. Just help me more. Okay, guys. Okay. Alright, I get it. I get it. Let's go get some things, because this is clearly... I see what kind of game you're playing. Ain't fun when I'm shooting, right? Alright, let's go check this out before we end the round. Alright. Spray. Toxic growth detected. Don't touch my plant. Give me something good. Oh, that's a pack 1 crystal. I should have took the other one. I should have took the other one. Mistakes were made. Because I was too busy like trying not to die and I didn't read. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We learn. That's why we're here. We're learning. Oh, you know what? Let's take the pistol then. Let's just pack a bunch of pistol. Let's be efficient. Why not, right? Do I need it? No, but I got it. I'm here now. I'm here now, right? Might as well do something with it. Why am I on round 15 with the Urza? I saw somebody else's video. He had the Urza already by now. I've been here 12 minutes. Where is the Urza? Think of the devil and it shall appear. Alright, so here's the trick. The trick they say is... So I killed that one Urza, right? And now my progress is at 1 of 10. So now they say save and quit. And when I reload the game, I'm going to instantly be in round 16. And I'm going to instantly get another Urza. So that's 2 out of 10. And so this is supposed to shave off like 15, 20 minutes per gun, which is pretty good. Because when you're doing 30 weapons and you're shaving off 15 to 20 minutes per weapon, you're talking about hours there. A couple hours. And you know we're all about efficiency around here. All right, so now we're going to load up this file. We got 1 of 10. We should instantly get a bear. And that'll put us at 2 of 10. Then we progress around. And then we do it again. The next time the bear shows up. So that's the play. In theory. We're about to find out. The loading is kind of slow. I wish it was sooner. I remember in BO6 zombies, you could get into a game instantly. As soon as you hit load save file, like you were in there. Like, yeah, that thing was quick. But it's all good. It's all good. We can't complain. We work with what we got. All right, we're in. Here we go. Not terrible. Not great. Not terrible. But we're here now. Yep, we got another bear right here. Perfect. It's perfect. Bear's dead, right? Bear's dead. Oh, you know what? I gotta change this. I gotta switch my field upgrade. I do not need this anymore. I need Aether Shroud for when I need to, like, survive. Alright, so let's see. See, it still says 1 of 10, though. That's the problem. Other people aren't having this issue. I'm having this problem. Look, like I killed 2 bears, and it still says I only killed 1 bear. The save method is not working for me. Yeah, it still says I only killed one. This is a huge problem for me because this is going to make my camo grind so much longer.
Let's see what you got left in the tank.
Oh, I gotta go get some first. I need not to reload. That's why I died the first time, because I didn't have help. You guys go over there for a second. Sir, I need you to get out of the way. Alright. I'm ready. Yeah, it still says 1 of 10. I got played. I don't know what luck everybody else has, but I don't have that luck. And I've seen videos of people doing it, but it just doesn't work for me. Game don't like me. Alright, there's another bear. Alright, so clearly you saw me kill a bear. I've killed 3. Look, this thing still says 1. Yo! Am I getting played? Alright, it's getting weird now. It's getting weird now. This thing says I've only killed 1 bear. I've killed 3 bears. I have killed 3 bears, and the game is registering 1. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Because something is not right here. Something is not right here. I have killed 3 bears, and it only says I have 1 bear. This is a huge problem. There's no shot. This thing says I've only killed 1. Like, now it's not even counting anything. I am majorly confused. I am majorly confused. Hold on. I'm typing to the Twitter. I saw one YouTube video on it. He literally did it. He played all 30 minutes. I watched the whole video, and it was counting for him. But I just did it. I killed 3 bears, and it's saying 1 of 10. We have a problem. We have a problem. It's a problem for me. Because now I'm wasting time. Now I'm wasting time. Now we are wasting time. Something's got to give here. Hold on. I gotta find the information. I need to look on YouTube. What did I do different? What am I doing differently? Am I doing something differently? Let's see. What am I doing differently? I don't believe I'm doing anything differently. Yeah, that's crazy. This thing says 1 of 10. Hold on, let me see. I'm looking at a video right now. Bear with me. Let's see. Let's see. All right. He's on round 16. He kills a bear. He saved and quit. Yeah, then he gets another bear. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna start over and see. Something not right. That ain't right. That ain't right. Oh wait, you know what? Let me prep my augments. Let me research my augments. Where's toxic growth? I haven't researched toxic growth at all. What do I get? Enemies moving through the growth are slower. Toxic growth takes up a wider area. That could be kind of good. Significantly increase the toxic growth's health. Okay. Enemies killed by the growth explode, dealing toxic damage to other enemies. Increase charges by 1. That would come in handy. Increase charges by 1. The first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other enemies. That could be useful. You can only pick 2 of these, so. Killing enemies with toxic growth has a chance to drop fruit that overcharges health. Energy mine has... Oh, I'm on energy. Growth will attach itself to normal or special enemies. Alright, so some of these could be useful. Let's research that augment. We're gonna go from the start. We're gonna go from the start. Cause yeah, I don't know. I'm getting bamboozled. I'm getting bamboozled. I did 3 bears and then they only gave me credit for 1. So yeah, I feel some type of way about that.
Hope you enjoy this pocket of perdition. It's where you'll dwell for the rest of your life.
Let's give this another go. Let me see. Does it still say 1? Still says 1. Okay. We're all learning together. We're all learning together. Except I'm being the crash test dummy for all of you. I'm being the dummy for everybody that we test this on. So, you know, you're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. I'm suffering so that all of you can learn.
It's rare to find such spirited prey. Most of my quarry don't got much left in them.
Yeah, just like that.
I kind of have enough money to get the power on.
Folk will call you a lot of things over the years. Deserve,
Power on, take the spray.
solid,
Don't die.
purified flame. Matter not. But if you need a label, you go ahead and call me.
Trying to do bullets, buy ammo. I know I don't need headshots, but it's the fastest way to kill a zombie. Still the fastest way to kill a zombie. And we're trying to be efficient.
I got business that needs tending to. But I'm sure I'll keep y'all busy.
I was hoping one of them would spawn in ammo, but they clearly didn't. Didn't. Alright, charge up the toxic growth. Let's see. Spray. Protect it. Give me something nice. Don't die like you did last time, genius. I'm done? What? Hold on. I love how it literally gives the same damn word to use it. Oh, vulture. Okay, it's not terrible. I don't need that AK though.
You impure filth. Learn.
Although it's blue tier, but it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. We're gonna do this again. We get 3 opportunities to do. Sir, you're a little aggressive. You're a little aggressive. I'm gonna just need you to calm down with that. All right, let's go pack a punch. Actually, no, we don't want to pack a punch yet. This was a mistake I made last time. I pack a punch and then they gave me a tier 2 crystal. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna learn from our mistakes. Power up, give me that. I need that power up. I need it. Well, y'all don't really too aggressive. Have y'all tried like taking some melatonin? You guys tried melatonin or herbal tea? Like, I think you guys, I get it. You guys are angry because you're kind of half dead, but like, what up, Locke? How you feeling today? Alright, I don't want to end the round. Actually, I kind of have to. 8 through 2? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, I kind of got one more shot at this. Actually, can I spray the third one, or do I need to get the other spray? That's good, that's good. I can still spray it, but I need more of the growth. You home today or you work today?
Needed some room to
I'm
operate.
technically working now, but end of November, there's like a what we call deployment freeze. So in the tech world, they don't do anything major because everybody's basically like starting to take vacations. So we don't do any like major changes around this time of the year. Today's your Friday, okay. I heard those battlefield changes are making the game feel really good. Everybody's saying it feels really good. The aiming feels really good. The bloom feels really good now. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. Oh, they killed my plant. I didn't get to harvest it. Alright, it's all good. I can't harvest the other ones again, can I? Yeah, no, I can't. Okay. You only get 3 shots at it, apparently. Oh, no, I can't. I can harvest this one. Purple Aether tool, let's go. Got pack a punch. Now. Don't die. That's the only thing, you can't die. I think it's bad. Alright, so they killed that plant. I can harvest this one. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch crystal? Yeah, I think they did drop a new map, you're right. But I heard a lot of good things, like I said. I heard a lot of good things about that update. People saying shooting feels way better, and they retuned aim assist for controller, so there's that too. In a good way. Not in a good way as in they have more aim assist. In a good way as in it's more balanced for mouse and keyboard versus controller. You know, the stuff everybody on COD is crying about. God, you have to see it, man. Twitter is going crazy. The controller players are literally crying about the aim assist nerf. They are crying about the aim assist nerf. It's hilarious to me. I love it because they finally understand what we said, that they weren't aiming that good. It was the controller doing all the work for them, or most of the work. And like I say, all, but most of the work. And now they actually have to aim for themselves, and they're struggling to hit shots. Well, the bad players are. The good players are still doing the thing. Like, I watch an 8-shot every day. You couldn't tell anything different with an 8-shot. Like, an 8-shot is still shooting perfect. But then again, it's an 8-shot, right? Yeah, sales are down. I mean, sales are down for the physical copies, which at this point, I think that's expected, right? Like, who's really buying physical games anymore? I don't know anybody that's buying physical games. Like, even if you have a PlayStation, everybody's basically buying it. So. Oh shit, don't die, don't die. But yeah, sales are down. The physical copies are down, but even the digital copies are down. The problem is COD has to change. COD has to change. And the one thing people don't want to admit, COD is not as casual friendly as people love to pretend it is. It's just not very casual friendly. And it's getting worse. The game's getting too fast. And like, I know the movement TikTokers, they're all like, yeah, movement. But that doesn't help That doesn't help your casuals. All that movement doesn't help your casuals, and casuals are the ones ready to spend the money. A lot of people like to say like, oh, they're catering to the kids. Kids without jobs aren't spending money. You know who's spending money? The adults, people like you and me. You know what I'm saying? We see a bundle we like, we got the money, we buy it. A little kid without a job ain't buying no bundles. They gotta go ask their parents. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that people need to consider when they say like, oh, they're just catering to kids. I don't know about that. I don't know that I would say they're just catering to kids. They're catering to whoever they get the money from. The reason why Fortnite can cater more to kids is because they can individually buy stuff. Like in Fortnite, you can individually buy like just the operator, or you know, just the outfit, or just the glider. So it's a cheaper experience. But in COD, everything is 20 bucks. Everything, 20 bucks. You want a gun? 20 bucks. You want an operator? 20 bucks. You know, that's tough. That's tough to cater to kids. Because it's much easier for a kid to go to their parent and be like, oh, can I have $5 for this operator? Can I have $6 for this glider? But it's different if that same kid has to come to you every time and be like, can I have 20 bucks? Can I have 20 bucks? Can I have 20 bucks? So when people say COD is catering to kids, it's like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And their idea of trying to cater to casuals isn't working. I think, and this is why I think Infinity Ward, for all the hate that they get, Infinity Ward has the right idea when they try to slow down the game. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but it's the truth. I'm sorry, it's the truth. I think Infinity Ward has the right idea in trying to slow down the game. Infinity Ward saw the writing on the wall. I mean, look at Battlefield. Battlefield just, like the slide in Battlefield doesn't work like sliding in COD. And that's a good thing, right? Because you don't need it. You don't need to slide in Battlefield. Where in COD, it's like, technically you don't need to slide in COD. But it has just become, it's become such a part of the game that people think they need to do. You're not gonna get a COD? Come on now. Let the kid Call of Duty. Stop torturing. Kid wants to play COD. Let him play COD. Yeah, there's legitimate gaming options for right now. That's the other thing that COD has to start considering. Like, hey man, you guys aren't king of the hill anymore. All these years, listen, all these past years, nobody dropping games and then Battlefield messing up 2042. It inflated COD's ego, thinking they were undefeated. But it's just like, yo, y'all were only undefeated because nobody else was dropping good games. Where right now, like, look, Arch Raiders, amazing game. Battlefield 6, it really is an amazing game despite how I feel about it. It is an amazing game. COD is not king of the hill anymore. And now GTA is gonna drop next year? Guess what? If they don't fix BO7, MW4 is already gonna suffer. Alright, hold on. I gotta save and exit. I tried this before and it didn't work. I'm gonna try it this time. Yo, COD is super lucky. Not just right now. They've been lucky, honestly, for like the last 8 years. Because 2042 dropping and not being good helped them. X Defiant not surviving helped them. Halo not delivering on the classic Halo experience that people thought, that helped COD. COD's been lucky for a long time. And you know what? That check is finally getting cashed in. Because now you got Arc Raiders, now you got BF6, GTA coming out next year. And now COD is like, damn, people don't have to play COD. Right? This is the first time in a long time where Call of Duty is like, yo, people don't actually have to play our game. They could if they want to, but they don't have to. And like you said, sales are down. Physical copies are down. That one was going to happen anyways, but it still matters. It still matters that physical copies are down. Digital copies are down. Viewership is down. You know, all this stuff matters for sure. All of this stuff matters. But that's what happens when you get arrogant at anything in life. When you let ego and arrogance take over, it's always your flaw. And like I said, and that's why GTA 6 coming out next year. Infinity Ward is gonna come out with MW4. I'm telling you right now. In order for MW4 to survive, again, this is a lot of people not gonna like this opinion, but I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm looking at Battlefield. MW4 is gonna have to take away all this Omni movement stuff. I'm telling you, this Omni movement stuff is not working. The only people who care about this Omni movement stuff are like 200 streamers. That's it. As a matter of fact, the 200 streamers that they invite to COD Next, those are the only people who care. Nobody else cares. The casuals don't care. The average player doesn't care. I don't care. And so if MW4 wants to have a shot at even competing with Battlefield, get rid of all this fast movement, all this wall jumping stuff. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all of it. Somebody made a good analogy. As a matter of fact, I think it was Nayshot. I was watching Nayshot the other day, and Nayshot said he was playing the Symphony, and he said, "Yo, have you noticed that since they implemented the nerf, the aim assist nerf, people aren't really wall jumping because they can't just auto lock onto you anymore?" And I thought about that, and I was like, "Yo, that's a really good point." The wall jumping was only exciting when people had like basically aimbot aim assist. But now that they don't have aimbot aim assist, nobody wants to wall jump, right? Everybody's a little more nervous to try any of that funny stuff, any of that weird movement, right? I thought about that. I think it was Symphony said it to Nayshot, and I was like, damn, that's a really good comment. That is a really good comment. And it goes to show you the power of aim assist. It's like people were so reliant on it that now that they don't have it, now they're like, oh damn, you know. But that's the reality. That's the truth. And I see it. It's true. When I watch people's gameplay, I'm not seeing people bouncing off walls like they were in the beta. I'm not seeing people posting YY TikTok clips. Oh man, look at this clip I hit on BO7. I'm not seeing any of that right now. Nobody got that aim assist doing the work for them. It's different when they got an aim. How many do I have, by the way? Yeah, see, I'm still at 3. Every time I save and load it up, it doesn't count for me. I don't know. I must have like a game update that just doesn't do this. My game update must be broken. get my rewards. No, I don't want that. Zombies, can I just... Now I need ammo. So now I have to go this way. Oh, I have to go this way. What are my rewards? That's 3 perks. Depth perception, I guess.
Chuggy for thermal vision.
How many do I have? 4. Yeah, the save thing is not working for me. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. It sucks. It's gonna suck for me because I don't want to do this the hard way, but here we are. This is the card I was dealt. Anything. Nope. I got armor. I got my perks. I'm orange tier. I'm pack 2. All right, I just need pack 3. Can't really do anything with the sniper. I don't know why I grabbed it, but I got it. I really should do an SMG though. No, it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna try the safe thing one more time. So I'm gonna kill the Zerga. This should put me at 5. Alright, so that's 5. So we're gonna check before we leave. Alright, that's 5. So technically, I'm supposed to be able to save, back out, reload the file, get the Zerga, advance the round, kill another one. That should make it 6. But I'm not getting that kill on the reload. This is the problem I am having. These are tips the internet has provided, but tips aren't working for me. So basically, I'm supposed to get 10 elite kills. The bears are the elites. So the trick is, okay, so you kill a bear, you save the game, you back out, right? So you get that one, you get the first kill for killing the bear. You save the game, you back out, you load back in, it's gonna load you into the same round. You get the bear again, and if you kill it, so that's supposed to be 2, right? Except I never get the second kill. And so, and I've watched 2 videos already for people doing this trick, and it works for them. Because one guy recorded his whole 30-minute session, and you could count it as he's doing it. But when I save and go back into the match and I kill the bear again, I don't get that kill after the load, right? See, so right now I'm at 5. I'm gonna load back in off my save file, and I'm supposed to get the bear again. And watch, it's not. I'm gonna kill him, and it's not gonna give me 6. Literally, I just responded to somebody right now as I was responding to you. Somebody else just posted, does anyone else have problems with elite kills not tracking correctly? So it seems to be happening to some people. That was happening in Battlefield 6 too. I remember. 5 out of 10. Okay, so if I kill this bear, why is tracking always an issue in video games? Like, I don't understand. Oh, it's like every game has tracking with challenges. There's always something broken with challenges. All right, look, so I just killed the bear. I started the round with 5. I killed the bear. I'm supposed to have 6 now. Oh, now it gives it to me. Now it's gonna make a fool out of me. Mind you, I've already killed like 10 bears, and I'm only at 6. All right, I'm gonna progress the round. Ooh, insta kill. Give me that. Every game has tracking issues. Battlefield 6 has tracking issues. Every COD ever has had tracking issues. I don't understand what is happening in video games that they want to put challenges in the game, but the challenges never track. And some of these challenges are tedious, man. There's nothing more disappointing than when you think you finished a challenge or you're about to finish a challenge, or like, oh, you got to get 100, snipes. And you had a good game, you got like 15, and then you realize they only counted like 4. That is extremely disappointing, like extremely. Literally, I hate that. Because I know I used to hate that in COD. When we were trying to do long shots, and I'd be like, oh yes, I got like 9 that game, and then they're like, oh, they only counted 3. I was like, what? I definitely got like 9 long shots. What do you mean I got 3? Like, I'm out here struggling, playing demon lobbies, trying to get my challenges done, and the game's gonna tell me I only got half of the ones I did. Like, no. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Experience is so important, and experience is gone, man. Experience is gone. But I blame the studios too, the hiring they're doing, because the studios are purposely hiring, like, they're hiring people with talent, don't get me wrong, but they're purposely hiring them to keep them at a lower pay, on top of the fact of they take away creative freedom. Because one of the things, I was talking about this a couple days ago, and I'm gonna make a video about it, because now we're back to the COD cycle of people talking about, oh man, COD doesn't feel the same. I want that feeling I had when I used to come home from school. And like, I replied to somebody because I was like, yo, the developers who made all the original CODs that we loved, all the people who came up with the campaigns, the storylines, all those people are gone. That the creative freedom that those people, those devs had 10, 12 years ago, all of those people are gone. All those people are now making Battlefield. They're making Apex. They're making Fortnite. They work over at the studio that makes Arc Raiders, Embark. They're making Arc Raiders. They're making the Finals. All those people who had the creative writing, the creative ideas, those people don't work for Call of Duty anymore. They don't work for Treyarch or Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer. So that's why when people say like, oh, the last 4 COD campaigns have sucked. Yeah, because the people who had the creative writing abilities, they're not there anymore. And everybody doesn't have the same creativity. It's the reason why you have the best directors in Hollywood and some average directors. Everybody doesn't have the mindset to write a certain way. Everybody can't write a great movie. And the same thing happens in video games. All these people who made all these original campaigns, they're gone. Those people ain't here. COVID was the final nail for sure. Like, a lot of those people were already gone and they were already in the process of leaving. But yeah, like, lockdowns definitely was like yeah, we're done. But again, I still blame the studio because a lot of those people were leaving because they were being creatively stifled. Activision didn't want them to have creative freedoms. Activision just, you know, just sell more games, sell more bundles, sell more games, sell more bundles, and it's like, yeah, but what about the storyline? What about the plot? What about the campaign? What about all these things that matter? You know, you need, like, look at Fortnite. Fortnite always has like a story for each season, and they've stuck to that. And it's just like people don't understand that. Yeah, and that's exactly it, Locke. You can't contain talent because what makes the talented people different than everyone else, it's not that other people aren't talented, but what separates the 1%, the stars, is it's their natural gift that they have internally. What if it's an actor, if it's a writer, if it's an actor, if it's whatever, they have a natural gift that you can't tell them, here's how I want you to do it. Like, you can't tell, you know, you can't tell Tom Cruise how he should act. That man is top tier elite in acting. You can't tell him how he should act this season. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to tell Jordan or LeBron or Steph Curry or Kobe, yeah, here's how I want you to play. Here's how I want you to practice. Those guys have talent that most of us will never even dream of. You can't tell those people how to play. And the same thing happens in game development. There are people that are just like, wow, this person is creative. And the minute you try to box them in, the minute you try to contain them, you're stifling their talent. And you know what happens when you try to stifle somebody's talent? They leave. That's why all these people left Call of Duty. Because they're like, yeah, I'm not going to work for a studio that's going to try to shackle my hands behind my back. Why do you think David Vonderhaar left Treyarch? David Vonderhaar was one of those creative geniuses that was there from the beginning. And after Cold War, they were trying to basically hold his hands behind his back, and he's like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Look at Ted Timmons. Ted Timmons was the head of Raven. Raven was the one making all the cool changes to Warzone. Remember all those cool events we had on Rebirth, on Warzone? Well, for some reason, Activision didn't want to do that anymore. So what did Ted Timmons do? Ted Timmons left to go work on Fortnite. And now he's the creative director, the creative director at Fortnite. He's only been there like 6 months. Why? Because Activision wanted to hold his hands behind his back. You can't. That man is a creative talent. You can't control him like that. So he said, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm not going to stay here and waste my talent. So he left, and now he's working on Fortnite. And that's what COD is missing. COD has been too busy listening to the suits in the offices and forgetting that, listen, I understand you guys are a business and you guys need to sell a game for profit. I get that. But you know how you're going to sell a game for profit? If you make a fun game. That's how you sell a game for profit, if you make it fun. This isn't rocket science. If you make it fun, people will buy it. That's it. If you implement creative ideas, people will buy it. This isn't hard to understand. But Call of Duty is one of those companies where they think the guys who crunch the numbers know more than the guys who make the game. It's like, your job is to sell the game. My job is to make the game. Let me make the game, and I'll let you sell the game. How about that? If everybody plays their role, we all win. It's like Phil Jackson. Listen, Phil Jackson was a basketball player. He wasn't great. He was average at best. But here's the difference. Phil Jackson understood that he was coaching one of the greatest players of all time, of forever, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan also understood, hey man, my job is to shoot the ball. I don't draw up the plays. So you know what Michael Jordan did? Michael Jordan said, I'm gonna let Phil draw up the plays, and when the ball's in my hand, I'm gonna do what I do. You see, so they both understood their assignments. Jordan understood, my job is to score, and Phil Jackson understood, my job is to draw up the play so that Michael can score. The problem is, you have suits. If you remember Jerry Krause from the Bulls, Jerry Krause thought he was bigger than both Jordan and Phil Jackson. Right? Remember that? You're a Bulls fan, Locke, so you should know this stuff. Jerry Krause was a suit who thought, you know, the brand was bigger than the player and the coach. And it's just like, and that's why there's that famous quote where Jordan was saying at his Hall of Fame speech where he's like, Jerry Krause wasn't out there practicing with him. Jerry Krause wasn't out there hitting those shots. Jerry Krause wasn't out there, you know, playing with the flu. Jerry Krause was a suit. You go run the business of the Chicago Bulls. Let me make the points and let Phil draw the plays. Play your role. We're gonna play our role. You play your role. And that's what's wrong with Activision is that the suits want to dictate everything. They want to dictate the game, the visuals, bundles, the operators. Nah, man, your job is to sell the game and market it. The developers, let them make the game. And every time you try to hold them back, that's why you lose talent. Yeah, the pen pushers. It's like, yo, no disrespect to the pen pushers. If your job is to make the money, then focus on making the money. Let me focus on making the best product so that you can make the money. I respect what you do, but I need you to respect what I do. And that's where companies like Activision get lost. Because all they see is the money. But it's just like, you guys are losing sight of how we make the money. We need a good game to make the money. We need people to want to buy the game to make the money. And so that's why when people say, oh man, I want the old COD, we will never have the old COD because we don't have those developers anymore. We will never have the old COD. All we will have from this point forward is this new version of COD, whatever this new thing is. It's like when you know like how they remake movies, you know how like they remade Spider-Man, and every time they remade a Spider-Man series, they get a whole new actor, all new actors in general, a new Spider-Man, a new guy playing Spider-Man, a new woman playing, you know, Gwen Stacy. It's like the same thing, and then you're sitting there like, okay, I like it, but it's not the same as Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. It's like you can't duplicate the original. You'll always just have a new version of it, and it could be good, but it'll never be the original. And that's where we are with COD. It's like we're never gonna get classic COD because we don't have those people who made classic COD. Those people aren't here anymore. You know, we don't have Tobey Maguire anymore. We're in the Andrew Garfield phase of Spider-Man. It's good, but it ain't Tobey Maguire. You know what I'm saying? I gotta change this before I die. Like, what other movie has been remade a lot? Like they just remade Fantastic Four. Now, granted, the new one might be better than the old one, but still, it's like, again, none of them are ever the same. Yeah, and that's the thing about memories. Memories are both good and bad at the same time because memories give you this nostalgic feeling, but at the same time, it's like it's like bittersweet because you realize like that's the whole point of a memory. The whole point of a memory is you gotta cherish it. You gotta appreciate it when it happens in that moment, because it's, even if you do that thing again that created that initial memory, it's never gonna feel the same, you know. And I can say that about video games. I remember when I used to play Mario, and Mario was like the greatest thing to me. I was so happy playing Mario. But if I play Mario now, you know, so many years later, it's like it doesn't hit the same, right? But that's the point. That's the point. It's like you're supposed to enjoy it in its moment. Like, you know, like basketball. I enjoyed watching Jordan do what he did. I watched all those championships. I watched all those games. And then that was gone. And then I enjoyed when Kobe did it, but I never looked at Kobe like, yeah, man, he's going to take the mantle. Even with LeBron, like, you know, I say LeBron is my favorite player and we talk about the GOATs, but like, I really don't like to do that comparison, because to me, they are three completely different players at three different moments in time. You can't say one was better than the other or who's the GOAT, because the memories of Jordan are not going to be the memories of Kobe, and they're not going to be the memories of LeBron. You know, especially if you didn't live those. Like my son's not, the only thing my son's ever going to know about Jordan or Kobe are going to be based on videos he sees. You know what I mean? Just because of his age. But my son is going to grow up with whoever the next great basketball player is, and he might think that dude is the GOAT. And then I'll be arguing with him, man, you never saw LeBron play. You never saw Kobe play. Right? I'm going to be arguing with my son about the next dude. What up, Master? How far are you? Are you a gold or what? So yeah, so it's just like my son's gonna grow up and he's gonna have a brand new favorite basketball player that he thinks is the GOAT of basketball players, and then I'm gonna have to look at him and be like, you didn't even see Jordan or Kobe or LeBron. But he's not wrong, because he's watching his version of the GOAT. And that's what, and we're doing that with video games. We do that with COD specifically, because COD's been around for so goddamn long. Like, it's crazy. COD's been around for like over 12 years. And so we have this nostalgia of like, man, you remember the first time Black Ops came out? You remember the first time Modern Warfare 2 came out? But it's like, yeah, those were the GOAT games of that time. But we're in a different era now of Call of Duty. We're past the Jordan Call of Duty. Now we're in LeBron Call of Duty. It's good in its own sense. But if you were a Jordan fan, you're only ever going to compare LeBron Call of Duty to Jordan Call of Duty. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what everybody does. We're trying to compare LeBron era Call of Duty to Jordan era Call of Duty, trying to say which era was better. RDF, that's good. I'm at the end, man. I'm at the end towards DOOMSTEEL right now. I already did Bloodstone. I got one DOOMSTEEL done. This is gonna be my second one right now. Yeah, there's elements of COD that need to be changed, but the reason why I use the sports analogy is because that's the same thing that's happening in the NBA. Look, NBA ratings are down. And what are people saying? People are saying that they're shooting too many three-pointers. The game's not fun anymore. We're not seeing that old school aggressiveness. Not enough dunks. Not enough, playing under the basket. Like, big men don't even play under the basket anymore the way Shaq and Mutombo and Olajuwon used to play. Now we have Wemby, who's shooting threes. He's supposed to be a big man playing under the basket, and he's playing the perimeter. That's not exciting. That's just not exciting, right? It's like we see Steph Curry, and it's like, okay, he's shooting threes, but Steph Curry will shoot 58 three-pointers in a game, and it's just like, okay, so he scored 100 points by himself. Now it's like, all right, whatever. So, comparing COD to basketball is almost perfect, because What's happening with COD, sales being down, viewership being down, is what's happening with the NBA. Ticket sales are down, merchandise sales is down, viewership is down. People are just saying the NBA is just not exciting to watch anymore. We're saying the same thing about COD. COD's just not fun. It's not exciting. We want old COD back. It's the same analogy. Who's better, LeBron or Jordan? You know, different eras. So I don't know who's better. You know what I mean? It depends which era you grew up under. It's gonna be better. Because it's like I could say to people, okay, who's better, LeBron or Jordan? Okay, well, if I were to ask like my father, he might say, well, you never saw Magic Johnson play. You never saw Kareem play, right? So now we're pushing it even further back. And so these are the things that we can't get lost in the translation of it, because it's like, yo, it's every era is different, and for everybody, their era is the best. We are watching the next era of Call of Duty, and for us, it's different. It's different than the first era of COD that we all got used to. So for us, we look at this and say, yeah, this ain't as good as classic COD. But for a little kid who's this is the COD, they might love it. They be like, man, look at all the I could slide and I could jump off a wall, and they might love this. This is the greatest COD they've ever played, right? Respect it. The game is a lot louder than my voice. All right, hold on. Turn this down. I appreciate you telling me that. It might still be too loud. Hold on. You guys don't really need to hear zombies screaming this whole time. But yeah, perspective is dangerous too, because we're lucky enough that we got to see the evolution. We got to see the evolution of COD. But at the same time, that's bad, because we're always making that comparison of like, oh, COD from 10 years ago to COD right now. Which one's better? But that's perspective, because COD 10 years ago, another thing I said about that, to the person on Twitter that I saw and I responded to, I was like, we got to remember, when COD first came out, we weren't in the era of social media. We weren't in the era of content creation, right? So a lot of us would just play Call of Duty privately. And the only communication we had was game comms, whether you were playing with somebody you knew or somebody you just met for the first time in a lobby. We only had game comm. We didn't have Discord. We didn't have any of that. So the environment we played COD in 10, 12 years ago was different. Now, everything's in your face. There's always somebody making a video on YouTube. There's always somebody posting on Twitter. There's always somebody live on Twitch. You could log in at any time of the day. There's a streamer at 2 a.m. playing COD. There's a streamer at 12 p.m. playing COD. There's a streamer at 6 p.m. playing COD. At 7 a.m. At 3:30. It's like a 24-hour nonstop in-your-face content, and everybody has an opinion. 10 years ago, we didn't have that. 10 years ago, because even the people who talk about it, they say it. Man, I miss just coming home from school and playing Call of Duty. Right. You didn't have any responsibilities. You didn't have social media in your face 24/7. You didn't have a content creator telling you why this Call of Duty sucks. You know, you didn't have a content creator in your face telling you about all the metas every 5 seconds, because every 5 seconds, there's a new video and a new video and a new video and a new video. It's so much information overload that nobody even formulates their own opinions anymore. Nobody even says, let me try this game. Let me try this gun. Let me try this map. Everybody just says, yo, you heard this gun is the meta? Yo, you heard this map sucks? Yo, you heard this? You heard this? Nobody has the experience first anymore. We are living vicariously through what someone online is telling us about a video game before we even try it. That's the problem. So this era of COD is the social media era of COD. And to me, that has hurt it a lot. it has hurt Call of Duty a lot. Because, again, none of us just come home and play Call of Duty. We spend all day watching Twitter, seeing everybody shit talk Call of Duty. We spent all day watching YouTube, watching everybody shit talk Call of Duty. We spent all day on TikTok, watching everybody shit talk Call of Duty. And then we come home, and now we already have a predisposed opinion of the game before we even got on. Yeah, Warzone, everything. Warzone, multiplayer, zombies. Listen, this game's been out for a week. And on day one, in the first hour, I remember seeing a video for somebody saying, "Oh, if you might not like this zombies game in BO7." And I'm like, "Yo, the game's been out for an hour. How do you have an opinion already? How do you have an opinion? The game's been out for an hour. Like, this doesn't make sense." And it sucks, because that's the sad part, is like, people want nostalgia, but everybody's making a comment video. And it's just like, why don't you play the game, give it a few days, and then give an unbiased opinion. Talk about your experience. Just what did you like that you did? Or what did you not like that you did? And we lost that. We literally lost that. This camo looks nice. It looks better in-game than in the little picture. Look, it's a lot more vibrant in-game. I definitely like this camo a lot. Yeah, the same thing. Warzone was a perfect example. So Warzone drops in 2020, right? And everybody just gets on. I get it. We're in lockdown, so everybody's playing. But remember, we were all learning Warzone organically for the first time. Everything we were doing in Warzone was new. You know what I'm saying? Even when we learned slide canceling, remember, Infinity Ward said that slide canceling was not intended to be in the game. It was technically a bug, and they never got around to fix it. So we were never supposed to have slide canceling. We were supposed to have the slide that they then put in MW 2022, where you just slid and you couldn't cancel it. They said that. They verified it. They said slide canceling was 100% unintentional. But everybody discovered it, and then you had the slide canceling bunny hoppers, and that became a whole thing. But we all learned it in real time for the first time, because I was new to COD, right? But since then, what happened? A million content creators were created, and everybody had a meta video, and everybody had a movement video, and everybody had a how to win gunfight video, how to bunny hop video, how to peek corners video. And so now you lose the experience of just getting on the game and playing, because now you have all these opinions about here's the loadout you should use, here's the compensator you should use, here's how you should peek a corner, here's how you should slide cancel, here's how you should bunny hop. And no one's playing the game anymore. Everyone's just being told what to do. Everyone's just a puppet on strings playing the game. Nothing is organic. That's why you go into lobbies now in Call of Duty and everybody has the same gun, because everybody saw J God's video or whoever's video who said, this is the meta. You better use this. Don't try anything else. You better use this gun that I'm telling you to use. And the game's becoming stale because of that. Yeah, there was G sliding, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was as prominent as what slide canceling became. Yeah, because I think sliding officially, was it Ghost where it was first introduced? And then G sliding was like the evolution of it. So I remember G sliding was around, but like the modern slide cancel, like to me, I feel like that ruined the game too. That completely like killed the game. Yeah, so Ghost was the first game that really like introduced. Yeah, it was terrible in Ghost for sure. I remember that much. It was terrible in Ghost. What do I want to use? Arcane or the Raiden? Is this the burst one? I forget. Which one of these is the burst one? This one? Yeah, because BO3, if you think timeline-wise, we're talking what? 2017, give or take? 2017, 2018? When was BO3? BO3 released 2015. So yeah, that sounds about right. Social media was kind of becoming more popular. that makes sense. That makes sense. Social media was becoming more popular. We officially had YouTubers who were like, "Hey, Metal Loadout," and you know, that sounds about right when it started. But to me, the evolution of that's been that was the beginning of the downfall for COD. That was the beginning of the downfall, was the content creators. The, you know, the hey, you better be running this, or here's the meta, here's this, and it's like, oh, I don't have the drum unlocked for this. It's crazy. That changed a lot of things. You know, in my opinion. Yeah, content creators are struggling because the content is stale. It's all the same content. It's all the same content. That's why you notice a lot of content creators shifted to hate content. Every video is Call of Duty sucks. Call of Duty lied. Call of Duty is declining. They've made 1,000 videos on Call of Duty hate content because they got nothing else. The meta videos, those are dead. Those videos don't do numbers anymore. You know, the gameplay videos, dead. Because you're just showing me you playing Call of Duty. I could play Call of Duty too. I don't need to see a video of you playing Call of Duty. I could play it myself. Bro, Nero's a perfect example, man. Nero went from, you know, the average content creator, everybody watched him, to now it's like he's like mini Blame Truth. And I know Blame Truth has really been on that from the beginning, so that's like his niche. But Nero, that wasn't his thing. Nero started doing that when, like, I don't know if he just, his other content just wasn't doing well or not, but now he's just a COD hate content creator. Everything is COD hate. Everything. All his content is COD hate. And the same thing with Blame Truth is like, I get it. He does it for an audience. He does it for his niche. But at the same time, it's like, they need Call of Duty. They need Call of Duty. For all the videos that I've seen of them talking about, oh, COD needs to die, COD needs to end, blah, blah, blah. If Call of Duty stopped making a game, they would have no YouTube content. Literally. They would have no YouTube content if Call of Duty wasn't making video games. Because what would they talk about? They don't post any other content. They don't post any gameplay. What would they talk about if Call of Duty wasn't around? They'd have no YouTube. And that's why it's funny to me, because I'm like, you guys made your whole persona hating Call of Duty and how bad Call of Duty is and how much you hate Activision. But it's like, you guys need Call of Duty. That's why I try to do a little bit of everything. Last year, I didn't like BO6 multiplayer. SBMM was crazy. It was sweaty. So I just didn't play multiplayer. I played Warzone. I played Rebirth as much as I could. But then I just got tired because Rebirth has been out for like 5 years. You know, that map is already boring to me. Verdansk, I was already tired of Verdansk the first time. I didn't want it again. Again, I got bored from the same map. So then I just stopped playing Warzone. I stopped playing Rebirth. Started streaming other games. Who is Immortal? Same thing, man. He's not a hate content creator, but it's just like, he's always trying to like upsell you on something. Who is Immortal is the guy who's like, hey man, you came in because you need an oil change, and halfway through the oil change, he's trying to convince you why you need a new filter, new tires, new windshield wipers, and you're just like, yo, I just came in for the oil change, bro. I don't need all that other stuff. Not to mention, a lot of his content, he posts a lot of stuff before it's even verified. I don't mind exclusive Ace, but a portion of his content bothers me because he tends to talk a lot about like lobbies and matchmaking, but a lot of the times exclusive Ace himself will say like he's playing with crossplay off. So it's just like, I don't want to say it's deceptive, but it's not. Let's not say deceptive. His information lacks a little bit of accuracy, because if you're playing in non-crossplay lobbies, you're not having the experience I'm having. For example, if I'm playing on PC against the entire player base, it's hard for me to trust your experience because your experience is clearly different than mine's. You're playing cross-play off. I'm not. You know, you're not even playing PC players. And I'm not saying he does that every time. But there's been a few videos where he says it, mind you. It's not like it's a secret. He'll say, "Oh, hey, I was playing with crossplay off," and it's just like, okay, he was playing with crossplay off, but that's not my experience. So, you know, I can only trust that data so much if he's playing with crossplay off and I'm not. I like Jev. Jev is nice because Jev just plays and gives his opinion. He's very objective to things. He doesn't oversell. He doesn't undersell. He just tells you, hey, listen, I've been playing and this is the experience I had. And that's it. He kind of leaves it at that. Jev's not going to sell you on a pipe dream. Jev's not going to be like, oh, you know, this is the greatest COD. Everyone should get it. Jev will tell you straight up, hey, man, if you don't want to play it, don't. And that's what I love about Jev. He's going to tell you straight up, oh, you don't want to play COD? All right, don't play it. I'm going to play it. He tells you straight up, I'm going to play COD. If you don't like it, all right, cool. Who, Jev? You think Jev is cringe? I just think Jev is a gamer. Like he's literally, like, he just likes playing video games. You know, he has a very introverted personality, and you know, that's self-admitted. He says it all the time. He doesn't like going out. He doesn't like doing events. He's quite literally a kid who likes gaming, and he just stuck with that. Oh, Merc Music? He kind of... When he does COD video, he does a bit of a personality character, and like, yeah, I don't... Hey, where'd my gun go? Okay, I lost my gun. Oh, no, I didn't. It's right here. Yeah, Merc does a little bit of a... He upsells his personality a little bit. I've never been a fan of that. If there's one thing I've never liked with any YouTuber, is when they start upselling, like creating a character. I'm like, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Because listen, I'll tell you this, like more than half of these YouTubers, you could tell that's not who they are. They do the high voice and, hey, everybody, come check out this new video I did. Like, you don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. What are you doing, bro? Like, nobody talks like that. You sound like a car salesman. You sound like a game show host from the 70s. Nobody talks like that. Nobody is that excited all the time. Just be yourself. Like, I don't understand. Just be yourself. That's why I like Jev. That's why I like Exclusive Ace. Exclusive Ace, he's like, you could tell that's him. You could, when you hear Exclusive Ace, you could tell that's him. If you meet him in person, you could tell that's the version of him you're going to get. If you ever meet Jev, you could tell that's the version of him you're going to get. I hate all these YouTubers who do this high pitch. I'm always super excited, guys. Check this out. This crazy thing I discovered today, guys. It's like, no one talks like that, bro. Nobody. Like, what are you doing? Who is this character? Like, I don't know. To me, I hate that cringe stuff. Like, you're trying to sell me on something that even you don't believe in. And that, to me, that's the problem. It's like, you want to sell me on your video. You want to sell me on this game. You want to sell me on this thing. But you can't even be your authentic self when you're doing it. So I can't trust you. What's up, Leia? Like, I can't trust you if you're creating a character to try to sell me a product. I cannot trust you. Now, that's me. That's my personal opinion. You know, I'm not I'm not speaking on behalf of anyone, but me, the type of person that I am, it's just like the moment I realize that you're selling me a character, I lose interest. Like instantly. That's why I love watching small YouTube channels. I love watching the channels where the dude only has like 500 subs or 1,000 subs or 2,000 subs, because you could tell that's an organic person being themselves, just trying to build up their channel. They're being authentic, and I'll watch those people all day, and I'll subscribe to them every chance I get, because I'm just like, okay, this is just a regular dude trying to do his thing, right? But as soon as I hear that car salesman voice, I'm out. I am out. As soon as I hear that sales voice, hey guys, today's video, I have this new thing for you. Get the hell out of here, man. That's not you. That's not you, bro. That's not who you are in life. If I ran into this person in life, you would not be speaking to me like this. If I ever hear Locke or Leia with some high-pitched voice, I'm telling you right now, I'm blocking their channels. I would never watch them again. If I ever see Locke or Leia come out here on some, hey everyone, I'm out. I'm out. I'm on the first flight to Chicago and the first train to New York. We're settling this in person. Telling you right now. I'm having none of it. Like y'all could miss me with that fake stuff. You know what I'm talking about, Leia. You know, I know you seen these YouTubers out here with the fake high-pitched salesman voice. I know you see it. It's the most terrible thing I've ever experienced. I gotta pack a punch this thing, but I better not run out of bullets before I do. Leia, when I tell you I hate it, it is the most cringe thing. And it's just like, I'm sorry. Like my whole life, I've never been able to be that person that I'm just like, I gotta sell a character. Even at my job, listen, I work in the corporate world. I work among people that some very well-connected, important, high-value people. I've met quite a few CEOs in my day. CEOs of major companies, okay? And let me tell you something. I have never altered my voice, my delivery for no one. I speak to everyone the same exact way because I always want people to know whatever version of me I'm presenting, that's me. That's me. You're not, there isn't a work me and a you know, in a home me. There isn't a if you see me in the street me versus if you see me post a YouTube video me. If you've ever watched any of my YouTube videos, you'll notice I speak and sound exactly the same, right? I don't switch up for nobody. Now that's just me. Listen, you do what you feel you need to do, but I'm telling you, me, I can't switch up for nobody. I cannot switch up for nobody. And that's why I said, like, when I'm scrolling through YouTube, as soon as I hear the little high-pitched sales voice, I'm out. I'm good, bro. You can have your video. I'm good. I'm not telling you not to speak properly. I'm not telling you any of that. I'm simply saying the fake voice. It's the fake voice that gets to me. It's like you do not speak this way. If you weren't making a YouTube video right now, you would not be speaking this way. And I can't. I can't. Speak to me like you would speak to me if you met me in person. Speak to me like that. You can be proper and all that, and I'm not telling you to use any you know, slang or street lingo or whatever. I'm not telling you to use any of that. I'm just simply saying that is not your pitch. You don't speak up there. Nah, it's all good, Lock. And that's why I like your content, because it's you. I told you about your live stream. Your live streams are some of the most entertaining live streams because it's you. I'm watching you, the person. Whatever entertainment comes out of it, I know I'm not getting a character. And that's all and again, I'm only speaking for myself. That's what I'm looking for. When I'm looking for content to watch, I want real people. I want real people. That's why, like, if you want to name big names, that's why I like Nate Shot. Because when I watch Nate Shot, I could tell I'm watching the same Nate Shot who probably has the same over-the-top jokes and comments that he probably has at home with his wife. Like, you could tell you're watching an authentic person. That's him. Oh, there's a... Shoot. Dead. Is that the first one? Damn, that's the first one. Okay, so according to the internet, I should be able to save here and then continue. Yeah, Element 115. I've seen a few people who unlocked it already. I just want to finish the camo grind first. The zombies camo grind. And then I'm gonna start going for all the other stuff. Like, look, like I've been at Prestige 1 for a few days. The only reason I haven't Prestige is because, you know, some of the guns get locked. And I just don't want to go through that right now. I want to focus on getting this done. And then I'm gonna keep prestiging after that. Oh, Nate Shot, yeah, his setup is immaculate, but then again, it's Nate Shot. Like, who knows how much money he's dumped into his setup. A lot of it is good lighting. He has good lighting. You can see it. He has a really good soft light on his left because he shoots from his left. He has really good lighting. Lighting makes a huge difference, too, with a lot of cameras. Sometimes you don't need the best camera. You need a good camera, but you don't need the best camera. You just need good lighting. A lot of people, what they lack is lighting. Some people have lights that are too bright. Some people don't have enough lights. Yeah, good lighting changes everything. That's one thing. Like, my brother does photography. That's one thing I've learned is lighting can make a bigger difference than just having a good camera. Because you could have a really good camera, and if you overlight yourself, it's going to look bad. And if you underlight yourself, it's going to look bad. Your camera, a really good camera alone won't save you. And so that's one of the things I noticed with Nate Shot's stream. He has really good lighting, really good soft lighting to his left. Because sometimes people think, like, you need really bright lights, and it's kind of the opposite. You need like a mid-neutral tone. Like, too bright is bad. In the distance, too. That's another problem that I've noticed, because I learned this myself. I have an adjustable ring light. The very few times I do face streams, because I usually just show my mouse. Because I'm able to dim the light and I could kind of push it back a little bit. I've learned, like, the difference that the distance makes. A light that's too close could also be bad. Too far could also be bad. You really gotta like mess around with it. And oh, I better change this before I die. You really gotta mess around with it, you know. Like Leia, I think Leia has good lighting from what I see. I don't know what her setup is, but looks good. I don't know what she does. There's a lot of factors to lighting. Like a lot of people just think like, okay, get a ring light or get a whatever light, but it's just like, then you got to start messing with angles, distance, the brightness, and even that will determine your distance. If your light is too bright, then how far you put it. If your light's not bright enough, then how close you put it. There's all these different factors. So that's why, you know, try not to fall into the trap of thinking, I just need a good camera or I just need a ring light. You have to factor a lot of those things. A lot of, you know, do you have the ability to push your light back? Do you have the space for it? You know, depending on the kind of light you use. Is your light adjustable? Does it get brighter or dimmer? You know, or is it just one setting? If it's just one setting, then you have to think, okay, do I have the space to push this back or move it closer? Because all of that matters. Yeah, you probably just have to start messing with angles and things like that. All right, how many do I have there? 3. Perfect. Okay, so I should be able to save and quit, then progress the next round. First, I gotta get my health up. So I should be able to progress, save and quit now, and then progress again, and I get another bear. I mean, that's subjective. If he thinks it should be better, it's like, I mean, it depends. That's why I said, like, maybe he wants to see it brighter, but to me, I feel like if your setup was brighter, I feel like it would ruin it for you. I don't know, but that's what I mean. It's like, what is he looking for? Like, is he looking for like studio lighting? Like he wants your whole area lit versus just you lit up? Like, what is he looking for? Because like I've seen both. I've seen people who stream and they're like in a super bright room and they have lighting in front, behind, on top, under, and it looks great. But then I've also seen the inverse. For example, like Nashot. We're talking about Nashot. Nashot, his room, his background is dark. And then he has like a soft light just on him. And I think that works for him. So that's what I mean. Like, what is him being a videographer? Like, which one of those styles is he looking for? Does he want to put you in a bright lit room, or does he want to focus soft light on just you, the subject? Because both can work. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that one of them is wrong. It's just like, what is he going for as a videographer? Like me, I'm the type of person that in my stream room, I like to have I like the Nashot look. I want my room to be dim, and I want the focus to just be on me. I don't want the focus to be on my background or the you don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, really, only he can answer that, I guess. And again, it's not a right or wrong. It's just two different approaches. Does he want the whole room to be bright, or does he just want the focus on you? It depends what he wants. Or what his expectations are, I guess, I should say. He's trying to like do Hollywood productions with you. have like a spotlight following you around the room and stuff. I think for streaming, the soft look works better because you're the streamer, right? And especially if you're like a face webcam streamer where you show your face, you are the subject. The focus should be on you, not your background or the room. Like, I don't think anyone should be looking in your background like, oh, what is that thing back there? What is this thing back there? Like, they knocked me down. I just realized I have no perks. No wonder they outran me. I have no perks. Oh, I should take that. I can go get some perks and a self-revive. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, RDF. I'm here anytime. I appreciate the combo. It was a great combo, to be honest with you. Yeah, go do what you gotta do, but thank you for stopping by. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I just realized I used up my perk money, huh? I used up my perk money. What can I get? We'll get health. Health is important. Health is important. All right, so let's see. Now we should be able to save and quit this round because we progressed it from the last time we killed the bear. Let's see how this goes. See if this goes as planned. Trying to get a couple of these done a day. Finish this mastery camo as quickly as possible. Thanksgiving next week. Busy week for me. My daughter's birthday is Thanksgiving. And I have Thanksgiving at my house now. I retired my parents. Well, I retired them 8 years ago when I bought my house. So I stopped my mother from cooking. So we do all the cooking. It's a busy week. And then my daughter wants to go out somewhere for lunch. She's turning 8, but she might as well be 18 at this point. It's a very stressful day. I feel like you cook for hours and then dinner's done in like 30 minutes and then like that's it. It's very underwhelming. Yeah, her birthday is Wednesday and then Thanksgiving is Thursday. I am gonna be tired as hell. Just barbecue. Man, it's cold out here. Where do you think I live? I won't be in Dubai this year, okay? I'm staying in the States this time around. Now her birthday's actually easier because she just wants to. She wants us to take her somewhere to eat. Crazy, right? Crazy request from an 8-year-old. Wait, where's the one that was over here? Oh, they did. I think they destroyed it. Oh, lucky you. Although traveling with a kid, with a young kid, man, I don't miss those days. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Leia. I do not miss those days. Traveling with a young child. Although some kids are really good, so hopefully that's the case for you. Some kids do well with traveling. My kids always did okay with traveling. I never had issues traveling with my kids. That's like white people problems. Ever notice that? Why do white people and their kids, like, their kids are always wild in public? What is happening in these homes? Do not touch my plant. Do not touch my plant. I said do not touch my plant. They destroyed my plant. They literally destroyed my plant. Whole family in Florida. Plant, you take too long. I need you to hurry. Do not touch my plant. Do not touch my plant. I don't really get much of anything. Alright, we need perks. We need, like, fast hands. We need stuff like that. We need to reload faster. We're reloading kind of slow. Oh, I got a blue tier gun. This is a purple tier gun. I'll take that. Yeah, listen, Thanksgiving is the one day where, like, I don't watch no diet. I don't watch what I'm eating. I don't watch none of that. I eat whatever the hell I want. No regrets. Infant noise canceling earmuffs. This baby is a baller. This baby is a baller. Cause I ain't never heard of that. Like I wish I had that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is how I know this is a New York baby. I know for a fact this is a New York baby. This baby is ballin'. This baby got iced out, diamond encrusted, noise canceling earmuffs. What? This baby is balling. Oh, it's 12 already. I have seen those videos. Yeah. If those kids can knock out at a sports event, yeah, you know them earmuffs must be good. Because little kids will hear any noise. Like, I remember both of my kids. I could be walking through the house, and if I stepped on the wrong floorboard and it creaked, my daughter was up. Like, that's how sensitive she was to noise. So if them little babies could sleep through like a whole stadium of people, yeah, them things is good. That's why I said I need one of those. All right, what time is it? I got like 5 to 10 more minutes because I gotta grab lunch, and then after lunch I gotta go pick up the kids at school. So I'm gonna do one more save file here, and then we're gonna wrap up this stream, and we'll probably be we will be back tonight. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday or today's Tuesday? What day is today? Today's Wednesday. Look, I don't even know what day it is. I thought today was Tuesday. I'm sick. I thought today was Tuesday. Now that's a New York baby. She'll be fine. All right, I gotta progress the round. I gotta wait for the next bear and then save. I think that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't waiting for the next bear. Still kind of a tedious process, but seems to be working now. I made a couple mistakes when I was doing that first weapon, but I think I got it now. Oh, second bear. All right, go over there, guys. Go over there. Hey, yo, why you so aggressive? That's why you got stuck in a truck now. Look at you. All I had to do was calm down. Yeah, I thought it was Tuesday. It's even better. Week is almost over. All right, don't die. Hold on. Oh, I got no ammo. I need some ammo. Good thing I got the money for it. We're actually almost done with this one. We started the day with 1. With the DOOMSTEEL CAMO, we might end the morning with 3. That's not a bad little morning. That is not a bad little morning. It's 30 total. This will put me at 3. At this rate, I could probably do 5 or 6 a day at this rate. Actually, maybe more. If I go into like really focused sweat mode, I could probably get 10 of these done. I could probably have this done by Friday. As a matter of fact, we're going to set that as a goal. We're going to try to have this done by Friday, being that today is Wednesday. Thought it was Tuesday, but you know. All right, come on, let's end this round already. Yeah, I think I'll have it done by Friday. Giving myself that goal. Very ambitious. Very ambitious. But you know what? Sometimes we have to be very ambitious. Sometimes that's what it takes. Oh, there's the bear. Bear's dead. Okay, so now I save because we progressed around. So now I save and exit. Once I'm done with this camo, the gameplay is gonna become more organic. I'm gonna start playing more end game and multiplayer, but just organically. I am not grinding the multiplayer camo, so please do not set any expectations on that. I have zero intention of grinding the multiplayer camo. I do not want it. I do not care for it. That is not something I am even going to try to do. Where's the number here? 9 out of 10. Okay. Do I finish this? I'm not gonna have time. All right, I'm gonna wrap there. 9 out of 10, but this gun should be done. I'm gonna wrap right there. I appreciate everybody. Leia, Locke, RDF. At one point I had 4 viewers, so I know somebody was lurking. PG was here earlier too. I know he had to take his kid to school because he's like on a different time zone. But I appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna wrap there. I will be back tonight. If you can catch that stream, great. If you can't, that's okay too. I know we all got live, so please, no obligations here. But I'll be live tonight. I'll probably be more of a variety. I'll probably be camo grinding, and then I'll be probably playing endgame with some of the other guys, Legacy, AP, and whoever else wants to join. But I'm gonna wrap there for now. I'm gonna grab some lunch, and I gotta go pick up my kids, and that's it. Good convo today with Locke and RDF, Leia, you too. Good conversations with everybody. I appreciate it. That's what I want my streams to be. I want my streams to be organic. I don't want to sell you guys on something I'm not. And yeah, guys, tune in till the next stream. I'm going to give you more zombies content. That's all I got.